Legend of Total War here, and today we've got a Saving a Disaster battle playing as Wissenland and Nuln going up against Clan Moors, where we've intercepted them in the underway, so he's using underway stance, we've caught them. If we win the battle, they get completely wiped out. If they win the battle, we get completely wiped out. Now, unfortunately, our army is not really very good for fighting in the underway, largely due to the Pistoliers, just can't really do much with them. But they're otherwise really great units, but because it's a choke point battle essentially, just can't really maneuver around to flank at the enemy. And they have got units that can basically instantly delete us, like the Avalanche Mortars and Plague Claw Catapults. We have to prioritize getting rid of them as much as possible. Then they've also on top of that got 3 Menace Belows. But one advantage we do have is that because we have caught them, we are actually the attacker, meaning as long as we don't do any missile damage at the start of the battle, we might be able to just get rid of all the Menace Below so they don't annoy the hell out of us. If we have a look over here, everything's on max battle difficulty. Let's jump in and see what we can do, and I'll also read out the email. So the guy says, "Hi Legend. Playing as Wissenland and Nuln, I have intercepted Queek Headtaker in the underway. However, the army I have is really not suitable for this sort of battle, or I just don't know how to use it effectively, and it's a bit damaged. I tried this and I couldn't win the battle." Okay, well, we'll do what we can. Alright, so, let's see. Alright, just blob up all of our infantry units, like this. But not the Pistoliers, I don't want them in this. Because if they get into melee, they might actually just shoot. And yeah, we don't want that. By doing this, we're protecting the artillery, which would otherwise be targeted by the Menace Belows. Just put everyone in there, because if they, pop it down here, because we've got such a huge concentration of force, and the Menace Belows, they have very low, oh hang on, make sure they're not firing at will, they've got very low leadership, that will likely cause them to rout before they've done too much damage. But yeah, if they just want to sit there right now, this is the best case scenario. This is why it's really important that we don't shoot at them. Now, one thing that we can do here is rather than charge into the Menace Below here, just move into them like this. So notice I didn't use the charge. That should still count towards attacking them in the rear. We just don't activate our charge bonus, but that doesn't matter, because all I was trying to do was cause morale penalties. And that way, we got them to rout without them doing much damage. Yeah, that's good. No casualties inflicted.
Yes, General. We obey. Our steeds are restless.
That's it. Don't actually launch the charge, because if you tell them to charge, they might shoot. And we really, really don't want that. It's a bit weird, but we're just trying to work around that problem. Because yeah, if we shoot them with any bullets or any magic, then they will start marching towards us. And we're in an awful, awful position here. We need to get set up, but we just got to get through these Menace Belows. Because if you don't do this, and they advance on you while the Menace Belows are active, they're going to do a lot of damage to your artillery or missile units and prevent them from shooting or dish out loads of damage. Okay, there we go. Don't think the Menace Belows did very much, which is exactly our plan. Alright, now, let's get set up with everyone else. And start sending the heroes. Actually, I'll send the Light Wizard up here to go harass them as much as we can. Just keep the cavalry back here. Yeah, don't need to worry about that one. Just keep them back and send you out. What I want to do is try to get the Avalanche Mortars to dish out as much damage to their own troops as possible. We could also use the Plague Claw Catapult, but it's a bit trickier to use that since the projectiles for the Plague Claw Catapult stay in the air for less time than the mortars. Meaning that you can sort of direct their mortar shots a bit easier. Plus, they spread out the damage a lot more. Spread out the area that you could damage is a lot higher with them. So their inaccuracy is actually a strength for us. But oh, watch it. Yeah, I didn't like the rattling guns shooting at us too much. Yeah, see, even with a kind of direct hit there, it doesn't do a whole lot of damage to them. Ooh, I'd love it if the... No, it's just... What we gotta do is try to get them to fire while we're moving towards them, not moving away from them. Bloody rattling guns. Got to stay within their line of sight. They didn't shoot. I was counting on them to shoot, but they just didn't. Alright, let's cast. Because if we can get their infantry to start moving forward while keeping the avalanche mortars back, that'd give us more time to direct their shots. Okay, then what I'll also do is to keep these guys back, pop down this one with just a regular net of Ammentok, because I just want this one here hanging back. Alright, you get up in the air. I want you to try to take out the Plague Claw catapults. I'm not trying to waste their ammo. I really wanted to see if I can get a hit on their own units. Oh, I think that might be it. Good. Decent amount of damage on a Storm Vermin unit there. Now, we got really shit leadership because Queek lowers the leadership of lords and heroes in the area. So, that's why our leadership sucks so much. Alright, it looks like if we want them to shoot at us, we have to keep Net of Ammentocking the Poison Wind Mortars.
Yes, quickly! For the Empire! For Heldenhammer! No lingering! Moving faster! As you say!
And we really want to try to just hold their forces back as much as possible. Okay, make sure everyone's on fire at will now. Okay, hopefully that hits some of their own units. A bit. Okay, good. Go in there. Get rid of the Plague Claw catapults.
Awaiting your command.
Okay. Tie that one down again. Good. That way they're staying well at the back of the enemy army. Alright. I don't think they can target us because they're actually facing over here and they can't turn around. So that probably wasn't actually the best time to do that. Okay, that one's been neutralized. That's good. So Plague Claw catapults are dealt with. Also, by netting this unit here, see how their army is just like really advancing quite slowly, giving us more time to utilize our winds of magic. Because we've got a decent amount of winds. It's just once they get over here, the battle's going to be done very quickly. Right, I want you on the ground again. So really important doing this sort of harassment here. I'm getting a lot of value. Okay, these two, I want them to go and take out this hero at the back. No, that one's too strong. I think we best use guns to get rid of that. Okay, they're almost within range of the cannons. Hang on. Do that again. Okay, good. The cannons are starting to shoot now. That's what we want to see. And they're still massively stuffing around just because of us netting. I think they recognize how important the avalanche mortars are. And they're trying desperately to bring them in. These guys here are just trying to support. They're moving around erratically to try to dodge us, but they're not succeeding. So we've already dished out 25,000 in damage with the banishments. Looking pretty good so far, but they could still absolutely destroy our front line if that gets over here. They're no longer shooting at our wizard, but we're still getting really good damage in with the banishments. So far, so good. So I want to keep them in prolonged combat just because Queek is close by and he would kick their ass very quickly. That is a really fucking nice blob right there. Almost tempted to... Oh, crap. Need one more Winds of Magic. Come on, look how good this is. Come on. Oh my god, this is going to be amazing. So all of this, like, netting them and surrounding them, like not surrounding them, but running around them, causes them to just massively blow up. And that is just the mother of all banishments. That did more damage than pretty much all the rest of the attacks combined. We are totally fucking them up. They might not even make it to the front line here. Alright, let's get rid of those rattling guns. Just been keeping them encircling the enemy, just looking for good opportunities to attack things.
At once. Faith in the comet. Yes, quickly. At once. Go.
It'll be a while before we get any more wins
Ready to serve.
for banishment.
To battle. In the Emperor's
Go the other way around.
To battle. Moving now.
Okay, it might even be worth it to just move the cannons a little bit closer because they're kind of just out of range at the moment. Maybe what's happening is because the we took the enemy off the artillery quite early. They're unsure about advancing. I'm not sure. I really can't make sense of why they're doing this. Very lucky for us. But yeah, this is why when I've got heroes, always send them up front to just annoy the enemy forces. Unless they've got something that really prevents us from doing that, which they don't. Alright, I'm just going to get this one to just fire at the ground. Good.
I am prepared. Listen up.
Yeah, really want to get on those rattling guns there. Okay, there's another banishment, because yeah, they blobbed up again. Okay, now they're moving forward a bit more. That's fine. Yeah, we have absolutely decimated their front line. That's really great. Okay, like I said, we've got to stop the rattling guns from getting close. Same thing with the the avalanche mortars. They cannot be allowed to get over here. Alright, I'm gonna... No. We got this for the time being. Yeah, you get in over here. Whoops, no. Okay, that's it, get away. No, stop the poison wind globadiers there if we could with the cannons. Alright, now I think the best unit for on our side to get rid of Queek would be our Amethyst Ironsides. Good, looking real good here. Yeah, they stretched out their line. They're gonna get obliterated. So yeah, it's in our best interest to actually let some of them get over here now. Get going. I don't think we need to do that again. I think it'd be better to save up the magic for Net of Amentok. Get them within... Oh, hang on. Oh, crap. I've neglected to deal with the... Yeah, no, we've got to stop that avalanche mortar. That's fucking within range now. I actually need to move back. Actually, no. As long as we're in melee with it, it can't shoot. You got to get rid of that now. I've been... yeah, neglecting to deal with that. Luckily, they didn't get a shot in. Yeah, we can't let them get any closer. All right, Queek's coming in. Let's get back. Okay, we just caused a rout on the avalanche mortars. That's great. That'll stop them from shooting for the time being, at least. Good.
Ready for war. To battle.
Alright, so what we want to do is just use a regular Net of Amentok when Queek is probably standing about here, and then just redirect all guns firing on him. But we got them on high ground, so they're not going to obstruct him. Yeah, because this is the last of my magic after this. Wait for it. Okay, he's in range. Okay, get them to shoot at him.
Illumination upon them. No lingering. Moving faster.
Good, they are doing a shitload of damage. Hang on, just be careful with them because they could end up hitting our own units.
Ready for war. Go at speed.
Good. Put this down here. And yeah, we don't have enough magic for anything else. Good, Quake is down. Still haven't inflicted the army losses, but things are looking pretty good at the moment. Okay, let's also bring up these. Okay, we've also got restocks. This will help increase our balance of power so that we can inflict the army losses sooner rather than later. Looking good. Looking real good. Make sure you get rid of this. And is that the army losses? It looks like it. Man, we fucking took no damage in this battle. That plan went off without a hitch. Okay, we might even be able to sort of recover, like be in better shape after the battle than we were before it by the post-battle loot options. I guess it largely depends if expect to get attacked again, but I don't know the situation on the campaign map. But yeah, if we want to get more replenishment, even if this army is going to get wiped out after the battle, which it is, any kills that we do now will count as additional captives. Which means more potential replenishment for us. Or more money. Alright, that'll do. I don't see how that was a close victory. I took 14 casualties, the single entities didn't take much damage, and I didn't really use up that much ammo. But yeah, as you can see, we didn't really use the pistoliers very much. But yeah, the AI just broke. They just straight up broke. Because they spent so long blobbing, and I was able to do so much fucking damage with the banishment. And they hit their own units quite a bit with the avalanche mortars. Alright, so we could get 10% replenishment, definitely putting them in better shape than they were before. Or we could get more schematics for you. Let's go with schematics.
Bring me law and lost with.
I don't know. It's not my campaign. Okay, then we've got another battle over here. So, Wissenland and Nuln versus Crooked Moon. Rightio. Well, of course Wissenland and Nuln's what we're going to be playing as. Alright, how should we go about this? Because there's no running away. Right, so you were sitting inside the settlement. Maybe in hindsight I should have gone with replenishment. But, Auto Resolve will give us a win. Let me have a look at the map here. And there's these ones here as well. Just trying to come up with a plan. Okay. Alright, let's... yeah, let's control large army. Because that way they'll wait for their reinforcements. I got an idea. The cannons, I can't hide them, but I can hide all of the infantry, including them, in here. And what I'll do is I'll have my cavalry. This is the opposite of the previous battle, where I need to rely super heavily on the pistoliers. Because what I could do is have them be visible and lure their forces around, sort of stuffing around, while only a few units march towards the artillery, at which point we jump out of hiding and just eliminate them, and then hopefully they just send wave after small wave after wave to take us out. But we are pretty badly outnumbered here. It's just that the quality is on our side. Let's jump in and see what we can do. So, I'd say this one here is like a semi-disaster battle. Like, auto-resolve is really bad. And given the forces they've got, you really could end up suffering a lot of damage here. And obviously we want to try to minimize it. Alright, now, let's put these in here. Definitely don't fire at will. Stay over there. You guys here. Not like that. I really don't like how it does that. I just want to put them all in a line. Single line for the guns. But, oh well, this is what it is. Put them here, so... Do these stalkers? Yeah, they stalk. Okay. Do they snipe? They do, okay, because they can just keep firing and that's totally not a problem. And we'll get our heroes out here to harass them as well. This one's not hidden. And keep them over here. Alright, and we'll just see how that goes. Okay, so they're going to wait for their reinforcements. That's fine. That gives us a bit of an opportunity to go over there and maybe cast a spell or two on them. Got to be careful, though, because their lord, I think, yeah, is a spellcaster. And could do a lot of damage to us. So try to utilize the terrain so that if they do cast, it doesn't actually hit us. Oh god, that was a fucking heavy hit. So that was, yeah, a fair bit of damage. I really don't think we can afford to take another hit like that. But our banishment was quite good as well. Did 5,000 damage. Alright. So I'm just looking for weaknesses in their army, which I'm not really seeing at the moment. Just stay over here. I'd love to cast a spell over here, but... Oh, hang on. Oh, that detected me. Right, yeah. Move out of the way. Okay. So the cannons are visible. I'll make sure they're firing at will. I don't think ammunition is going to be a problem for our cannons. Alright, they're kind of tied, blobbed up over there just a bit, but they're cavalry units. Still, they're low quality cavalry units, so that banishment should actually do alright against them. Watch out, wait. Get into the forest. Okay, good. Missed. That's what I want to see. Okay, lure them over to the cannons out over here. And it looks like these guys are marching towards the pistoliers. So yeah, the plan here is to get them to aggro on the pistoliers and have the pistoliers just lure them away from them for the most part. Have just a couple of units come up over here. Lure them into traps. Alright, you guys can fire at will. And these ones, when we go around this way as well, we want them to split up as much as possible. Good. Definitely got to watch out for that goblin bolt thrower. Alright, start aiming for that colossal squig. That could be good for us. If we could kill an enemy lord, that'd be great. Alright, how about you go over here? That one's lagging behind a little bit. Either take out the lord or take out the goblin bolt thrower. The bounce power is actually not in our favor. It's playing their music. Oh, there's a whole bunch of artillery over here. Yeah, let's eliminate that. So far, so good. Okay. Let's lure the colossal squig over to our units up here. Okay, hang on. I neglected them. It's okay. Just a little bit of damage. We're okay. Okay, and then the map's not got a whole lot of room for us to move here. Get ready because they're going to arrive over here. Get them. Okay, have them fire at will. Okay, I've got to get them around all the way through here and try to get to the other side. Alright, those bolt throwers appear to have been dealt with. Oh shit! That's not good, that's not good! Get out of the way, out of the way, out of the way! Out of the way! Fucking... God, that was close! I think he might actually be gone for the rest of the battle. But, at least we lured that colossal squig over here to die with him. But yeah, I gotta be more careful. Holy shit. Ah, shit. He arrived over here. Get that one out of there. Problem when doing something like this is you got to pay attention to so many different things, and you can very easily lose track of some of these things. Get away from that colossal squig, it's too damn strong. Okay, we can still operate the mortars, they'll be fine, just got to get back on that. Yeah, that's it. You lure the colossal squig out this way. Good, looks like their artillery has been neutralized. Of course, yeah. Oh, he might rally. Okay, that one there actually causes a bit of a headache, but we gotta get set up again. Come on. Forward mode. God, they gotta fix that up. You get back on the artillery. Yeah, this one rallied. Get it back over. Oh, shit. Get him over here, and then just stay in the forest. I don't want you taking any unnecessary risks. Okay, we need the pistoliers to regain the attention of a lot of these units.
Shields up! Go! To battle! To battle! Quickly!
Okay, that's right there. Okay, that's it. That's it. Alright, you can fight that one, no problem, I think. Alright, this one. Let's get some control groups going. Man, let's put that colossal squig. How's it keep catching up to us? So yeah, really got to be careful with this guy now. Just use non-overcasted net of Amantok, because if we overcast it, there's a good chance of a mild case of death happening. Don't want that. Yeah, that colossal squig. I just keep catching up to our guy. Alright, let's get the spearmen up front here. You get over here. I need to net of Amantok this one, because I think that... I need to get them around over this way. How are you going over there? Stop that fucking colossal squig. That's it. Too bad we don't have a life wizard in the army. Come on. Dude, get away from that squig. Why do you feel so slow? Okay, that's it. Alright, get around them over this way. Okay, well the bounce barrel seems like it's in our favor again, so that's good. Just gotta be careful not to get any of our characters killed. Okay, that one's broken. You have my permission to run that down. Alright, the cannon has used up a fair bit of its ammo, so let's go give it a restock. Oh shit! It must have... Oh god! Get him out of there! How did it rally? Get him out of there! How did it fucking rally? Alright, well... Okay, he's only terror routed, but... Man, this fucking colossal squig, what the fuck? Alright, get him around. Alright, he's rallied. Once again, you go around over here and you just don't do any more in this battle. You can't risk it. Somebody get rid of that fucking colossal squig. Alright, still want to harass them as much as we possibly can. Yeah, try and take out this lord if you can. I really want it to die. Because otherwise you just got to fight it again later. And it's so close to death. And they'll go into encamp stance and just won't take any... They'll get a lot of replenishment. There we go. Colossal squig gone. But made a mess of my front line. As they do. Okay, alright. Let's get this one behind the artillery there so it just doesn't disrupt them at all. Get back over here. Okay, need another net on those stone trolls. That'd be good. Alright, it seems like the enemy for the most part are ignoring our our pistol is now. Now they know where all of our units are. But still, the odd net of ammo talk is really helping out here. So, light magic, doing some good work for us, no doubt. Okay, we have got incoming snotling pomp wagons there, just be careful with them. How did that just take some down? Oh, right, they're archers. Let's see. Maybe bring them back over here. Shoot, they're melee units that can't catch us. Good. Stop them from moving, giving us plenty of time to shoot them. That's what we want to see. And cool, we army lost them. Cool, make sure these ones here get run down as much as possible. Alright, so overall casualties are pretty minimal, but the damage done to our heroes was pretty significant. But as long as we don't get attacked again over the end turn, should be fine. Kill these lords, that'll be great. Fucking mangler squigs. Yeah, these guys are probably best to finish them off. Good. Good, that's one lord down. Let's try to take that other one. He's only level 1, but it would still be good to kill him. And every kill that we get will allow us to replenish just a little bit more. No, that one's not going to die, but at least he won't be at full health in the coming fight. Alright, cool. Yeah, apart from what happened with these two guys here, I think that battle went pretty damn well. Way better than auto-resolve. But yeah, very risky with what I did with those two. Luckily, as long as they're alive, it's fine. Alright. Alright, this time I'll go with the replenishment because I'm not getting additional schematics. Well, it was a good thing we did so well in the first battle, because we really needed all the guns that we could possibly get for that. Alright, so we are at the high place. We've got a decent amount of replenishment. There's the remnant of Skarsnik's army. Queek's army got completely wiped out because it was underway intercept. And it would be really good if you've got access to the Mid-Inland Runefang. Do you have it? You've got Doomsinger, so that'll work because it'll give you regen. And do you have a potion of healing? Good. So yeah, give one of them. I'd give it to this guy here, the Doomsinger, and give them a potion of healing. And then launch the attack on this guy here. But then you've also got this one here to deal with.
I serve the Heldenhammer.
Oh, you got a lot of stuff incoming here.
Yes, my lord.
Yeah. But yeah, you want to protect this army here as much as possible. Anyway, that was good experience for them, and they're still in decent shape. And you can press your advantage on Skarsnik if you want. But yeah, you've got a fair bit of pressure coming over this way. But the campaign overall looks like it's going really well. I mean, you've taken out the vampire counts, and you've taken out Festus. So those are the main threats to Wissenland. Oh, and of course there's Gorbad. Gorbad not existing here, as in getting wiped out. This is good. Looks like Queek was the one that finished him off. Count yourself lucky for that, because Gorbad tends to send a lot of wars through that way. But anyway, that's the end of this one here, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. Appreciate you, and we'll see you next time. Later, guys.